Now, in today's most holy Mass, Job has these magnificent words, and I feel that they hit at the heart of every working man and woman in this world. The day in and day out work that is required to live does at times feel like a drudgery or slavery or being a hireling just to make ends meet. Work is exhausting and it drains us. Sometimes we feel like a cog in a machine and we're worn out. In fact, this is why people usually can't wait till the weekend or their days off to kind of relax after their labors. But in work, there is a real uprightness in and of itself. And the longer we endure our job, there's a certain fortitude that kind of develops by getting up day in and day out and doing our job. This also forms our character and the fact that we become a reliable person and a reliable worker in our duty. For St. Paul lays down the Christian rule that anyone who does not work should not eat. In one sense, anyone who's not retired, even if you're retired, you should probably keep busy. But anyone who's not retired, who chooses to not work deliberately in the Christian community, should be corrected. And this is a beautiful rule because it recognizes what the Second Vatican Council taught. Man, through his work, not only introduces change into things and into society, he also perfects himself. He learns a great deal, he develops his power, and it's in work where we come to know our potential and we come to know our real effect for good in this world. This goes for the smallest work to the greatest work. And some saints even talk about the fact that work casts out thousands of demons because we do good to our neighbor and even to ourselves as we develop ourselves and our character in doing good work. And everybody's job is important as it contributes to the whole of society. Obviously, it has to be an upright and honest position and not work that contributes to structures of sin such as the abortion industry, human trafficking, prostitution, pornography, or drug dealing, to name a few, or any work that destroys human life and does not help people realize their full potential as a human person. St. Paul goes on further, if someone's not working, you should single him out to be ostracized, and he may be ashamed of his conduct, but to not treat him like an enemy, but as a brother who you encourage. For it is a true shame to be an able body and to not work. They say sometimes that this is problematic in today's youth. They don't want to work or they don't understand their kind of obligation to help out. For there's more respect for anyone who just gets any job and works hard at it, more than some kind of dreamer. For 99% of people will not become rich, and that's not required for salvation. One cannot buy their own salvation, for salvation revolves around right conduct and a sincere conversion to Christ, and sometimes this is the cause of one's success, for hard work, right conduct, and business go hand in hand. Another teaching of St. Paul is to earn the food you eat by working quietly. This means not boast about the good things you do or brag to other people about how hard you work, but rather to do it simply quietly, earn the bread we eat, and to love our family and friends and enjoy our lives and our work. Life is not a competition with one another, but a journey together as the people of God, where we go through good times and bad times together and we help each other out. This is the real marriage bond between Christ and his church. We live as a community. In one sense, a marriage between Christ and one another to help each other through any struggle or any difficult situation that one might be going through, to help each other reach the kingdom of God together, and to experience its presence now by loving people concretely today. Lastly, all the work that we do is ultimately ordered toward the kingdom of God. This is where Job and hopeless people err, because they put all their hopes in earthly things. For Job mentions coming to the end without hope. This is contrary to a Christian character. Everything we do is with hope. We work with hope. We relax and we recreate with hope. We love with hope. We suffer with hope. When we're sick, we have hope. And when we come to the end of our life, we have hope in the resurrection. Even when we encounter what seems to be a hopeless situation, we have hope that God will have mercy on people. In fact, we believe rightly that beyond the shores of death, the merciful Lord awaits us. And hopefully he will say to each one of us on that day, "Well done, my good and faithful servant."